Hey guys, so we have the video and stuff number 11 that's dropped just now, and when they said there was a 2-minute long, very short version, they were not lying. It is actually 2 minutes. Very, very quick. They released information about 2 new characters coming to the game, as well as a teaser at a new game mode. So we'll go ahead and just go through pretty much what they talked about here. So Toshi, obviously is the person talking about all this stuff. A short version of video and stuff. Talked about the Legends Festival. And this is the first thing that he talked about was we released a bunch of new events. What do you guys think? You guys agree? You enjoying all the new events during the celebration? Okay. Yeah, tons of campaigns as well as a constant income of Chrono Crystal. Like, is this? What do you guys think? Let me know down below what you think about this. So he mentions UI Sign Goku and he mentions Goju to Blue. He just doesn't mention Broly or Future Gohan. I love that. Future Gohan and Future Gohan and Broly are arguably the 2 better LFs. I don't know. It's weird. But here we go. So yeah, new content. Let's jump right into the new information. New characters, and then they show the first new character, who was Yamcha. So it looks like they're going for like a more of a Dragon Ball oriented theme here, and this does tie in with the teaser that we saw last night on Twitter, where it was sort of like the blue, half of the screen was blue, half of the screen was yellow, and then it had like the little like swirl wind thing going from the blue to the yellow that most people assume was launch. But we have the Yamcha thing here, and we'll just take a look at his animations real quick. So launch and Yamcha, yeah, it was launch, very easy. Most people got that in like a few seconds. So here we go with Yamcha. Now this thing right here, I'm just gonna sort of, we'll watch through it once and then we'll sort of go back and dissect if we can decipher anything about the actual gameplay itself. So there's Yamcha, and then we have launch. And then she sneezes and goes back to her blue-haired form. So that's it. It's literally all they showed for the new characters. So let's see if we can see what this is. So this looks like that's a blue card, right? This? I think it is. It might be an ult. I don't know. I don't have the sound on, so maybe it's an ult. And then this from launch looks like a blue card because of the way that it ends. Like this looks like a blue card, like finish screen. So we don't know if launch is an ultimate or not. And then this, like her sneezing, going back to her blue-haired form. Because this is a win screen, I assume she doesn't actually have an in-game transformation, and this is more so just like, aesthetics for the actual win screen itself. So probably doesn't transform in battle, which is unfortunate because I feel like a lot of people wanted to see like a mechanic where she goes like back and forth between blue and yellow hair. But like it makes sense that she's fighting in her yellow-haired form because blue-haired launch doesn't fight. She's like a normal person. But that's pretty much all they showed in terms of the new characters. And then, one of the things that they teased was just like a very, very brief graphic for a brand new game mode in development. The most interesting thing in this entire video and stuff for me is one thing Toshi mentioned right here that will play completely different from what we have right now. I don't know what that means, and when I see him mention this, what comes to mind is like when you think about Battlefield, or I guess Ultimate Clash in Dokkan, and how they had the 1.0 version that was a JP only version. It kind of was like a beta version over there, and how that was like completely different gameplay than the normal way to play Dokkan, where instead of clicking on the bubbles and stuff like that, it was like a tower defense mode where you would like send characters out into the battlefield, they would like fight and stuff. So if they wanted to implement like a new way to play the game, I think that would benefit the game a lot. He does mention it's PvE specific as well. Let me just see. Can't fill you in too much on what the details are right now. It will be a single player PvE mode. Then he mentions there's like leaderboards, where you can play to compete scores with other players. And aiming to release it one way or another in spring. So spring is like, March onward, I guess. So that's pretty much all he mentioned in the video. The only thing I'm concerned about is, him talking about a new game mode coming out, and then it just not releasing. Because remember the last time we talked about a new game mode with the guild, like PvP stuff? It's been almost a year since he mentioned that, because remember that announcement was part of the Super Vegito and Blue Broly and Chilai, the same video and stuff where he talked about that. He talked about that guild PvP thing, dungeon thing. And that was in March of 2020. So it's been 10 months since he talked about that, and we haven't gotten it yet. And he hasn't even talked about it since then. So a little bit concerning, but I guess we'll figure out if they're actually going to go through with this or not. I assume they are, because it being spring is like 2 months away from now. So we'll see if they do that. Just quickly talking about what I want to see out of the new characters. So Yamcha, he has to buff either 2 tags. It has to be one or the other, or both. Dragon Ball Saga, which hasn't really been a tag that they've explored too much, and or Powerful Opponent, because at this point in the series, that Yamcha, like this, let me pull up the art again. This art of Yamcha and like this form of an iteration of Yamcha is him from like the very beginning of Dragon Ball. I'm talking like Dragon Ball episode like 5 or 4 or 3 or whatever it is, like very, very, very early Dragon Ball. Where Goku first encounters Yamcha in the desert, and it's him and Kuwa. Yamcha has like the sword and stuff, and like you can see right here, he has the sword, and it's Goku versus Yamcha, and Yamcha actually puts like in work against Goku. And up until this point in the series, he was like the most powerful enemy that Goku fought against. So, you know, powerful opponent. He's probably gonna have the tag, but I personally do want to see them go more into the Dragon Ball Saga stuff, just because this team never really was fleshed out at all. I mean, yeah, we have Zenkai Demon King Piccolo, we have Zenkai Kid Goku, but now we're getting Launch, we're getting Yamcha, so hopefully those characters both end up buffing this tag or have a giant impact on this tag. Yamcha can also buff Powerful Opponent. He might have the thing where it's like, you know, Dragon Ball Saga or Powerful Opponent, you know, Strike Attack and Blast Attack or something, and then if you're in both, you get, I don't know, Strike Defense. What if it's this? What if it's Dragon Ball Saga, Strike and Blast Attack, and Powerful Opponent also Strike and Blast Attack, and if you're in both, you get Strike Attack and Defense, or Strike and Blast Defense as well. So you get all 4 stat buffs if you're in both. I mean, Powerful Opponent for Dragon Ball is very. Sorry for the noise in the background. There's construction going on in the apartment above me. But that would like be Demon King Piccolo if they ever want to release like new versions of Mercenary Tao and stuff like that. Definitely be pretty big there as well. And then Launch for girls. Again, I think I talked about this in my video yesterday, but I want to see her be more of like a defensive utility unit for this team, because this team really doesn't have that much defensive utility. Android 21 is a cover rescue, which is good for the tag. But other than that, this tag doesn't really have much in terms of defense. So that's pretty much all we have for this video. Let me know down below what you guys think about this. Most people don't really find this super hype, and I can understand why. For me, I love OG Dragon Ball, so I'm completely fine with this, and I'm glad that they're exploring, you know, with this tag and these characters moving forward. So that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.